We were just in this master class on improv with the improv artists, and they threw out a couple of thoughts that I thought were really great, and one of them was simply, disruptions are opportunities. So yes, that sounds incredibly glass half full, but to an extent, it's true. Anything that disrupts you and awakens your attention is a positive because it forces you to evaluate. So as whether to be confrontational or collaborative, I mean, we sort of take this, scenario by scenario, but disruption is never a bad thing. Anything that keeps you alert, keeps you on your toe, keeps you turning over a new stone is a good thing. I think one of the examples he used was, if you drive to work this same exact way every day, you may never wake up until 11:15. But if you mix that up each and every morning and almost cultivate your own level of surprise and variation, you're more on your toes. So sometimes disruptions are from the inside, sometimes they're from the outside, but I think they're important because they keep us alert and they keep us imagining, and that's very, very key. So some of these disruptions can be scary, of course. Some of them can feel that they put our very destiny in question, but they're important. Disruptions are important. If that's the form of a competitor, so be it. Someone else entering the space unexpectedly, so be it. There is a perception problem. There will always be a perception problem just because there's so much variety in the space. So I think it's really important not to get caught up in the variety, not to get caught up in the perception, and really just zoom in on what kind of company you want to be, who you would like your clients and partners to be, again, where you're going, what you want to become, and work with your team to get there. Because that variety is not going to sort itself out anytime soon, and I think the blend is very important to the industry DNA as a whole. And it will persist. I think to the extent that we are a community and we can look to each other and recognize that the blend exists within the community and call on that is really important. So, putting together a team that's kind of got the mix, the folks who can really bring the imaginative ways of working together and collaborating, different ways of doing client meetings, different ways of presenting work, different ways of discussing performance. Try to cultivate that blend within your team, that blend of background, that blend of experience, that blend of sensibility, because I think we all want to have, a little bit of company process, a little bit of indie spirit, a little bit of structure, but some room to kind of flex and grow too. And you get that through diversifying your team by bringing in a variety of backgrounds. Because again, the variety is always going to exist, so not hiring only people who've come down a certain path is really important. Not collaborating with only people who've come down a certain path is important.